Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I am back. Yeah, had a nice visit from Molly for the past week. Only did a couple of videos. So anyway, this is kind of a series I've started. And if you enjoy this series, please remember to leave a comment below and like the video and subscribe. So I have put together with AI, I asked AI to group 100 Paul McCartney and Ween's, popular songs together, and then just one against the other. And I choose which of the two songs I like or love more. So here we go. So yeah, this is just randomly put together, and I haven't even read them. There might be a couple of repeats of some of the songs, but not in the groupings. So silly love songs versus Jet. Don't get me wrong, I love Jet, but I think silly love songs is one of Paul's greatest, and so I'm going with silly love songs. Band on the Run versus My Love. I would go with Band on the Run. Live and Let Die versus Listen to What the Man Said. Live and Let Die, for sure. When I say for sure, that doesn't mean I don't like the other song. Maybe I'm Amazed versus Let 'Em In. Oh, those are two of my favorites. But I got to go with Maybe I'm Amazed. With a Little Luck versus Uncle Albert Admiral Halsey. Those are pretty close too, but I'm going to go with Uncle Albert Admiral Halsey. Coming Up versus Say, Say, Say. That's an easy one for me. Coming Up. Plus the fact that Paul McCartney impersonated Ron Mayle in the video for Coming Up. That's like a bonus. Ebony and Ivory versus Another Day. Another Day. No More Lonely Nights versus Mull of Kintyre. Pretty close, but I'm going to go with No More Lonely Nights. Wonderful Christmas Time versus Junior's Farm. Easy. Junior's Farm. Hi, Hi, Hi versus Helen Wheels. Two great rockers. But I'm going to go with Hi, Hi, Hi. Letting Go versus Goodnight Tonight. Once again, great songs, but I'm going to go with Letting Go. Venus and Mars Rock Show versus Getting Closer. I'm going to go with Venus and Mars Rock Show. Arrow Through Me versus Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't think very many would choose Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, Arrow Through Me. London Town versus Give Ireland Back to the Irish. London Town. Queenie Eye versus You. Queenie Eye. Little Lamb Dragonfly versus Dear Friend. Two great, underrated Paul McCartney songs. But I'm going to go with Little Lamb Dragonfly. To You versus Big Barn Bed. I'm going to go with Big Barn Bed. Get on the Right Thing versus Cafe on the Left Bank. Two great songs. Gotta go with Cafe on the Left Bank from London Town. Beware My Love versus Tomorrow. As much as I love Beware My Love, I'm going to go with the underrated Tomorrow. Magneto and Titanium Man versus Daytime Nighttime Suffering. Once again, great songs. I'm going to go with Magneto and Titanium Man. Soily from the Wings Over America Live album versus With a Little Luck. I'm going to go with Soily. Listen to What the Man Said versus Hi, Hi, Hi. Once again, great songs, but gotta go with High, High, High. Too Many People versus No More Lonely Nights. I think most people would pick No More Lonely Nights, but I'm going to choose Too Many People. Band on the Run versus Getting Closer. That's an easy one. Band on the Run. Hope of Deliverance versus Mull of Kintyre. Mull of Kintyre. But wait, there's more. Just a few more. Isn't this fun? Fine Line versus Waterfalls. Fine Line, the great opening song from Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. Waterfalls from McCartney 2. I'm going to go with Waterfalls. Another Day versus 1985. Oh, 1985, one of my all-time favorite Paul McCartney songs. Ebony and Ivory versus Let Me Roll It. Let me roll it. Temporary Secretary versus a song I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to bother. But you know what? I love Temporary Secretary, so I'm going with that. Say versus Here Today. Here Today. Let 'Em In versus My Valentine. That's an easy one. Let 'Em In. Daytime, Nighttime Suffering versus Magneto and Titanium Man. Again. Yeah. Magneto and Titanium Man for me. Get on the Right Thing versus Beware My Love. Beware My Love. Pipes of Peace versus Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die. Heart of the Country versus Jet. Bluebird versus Uncle Albert Admiral Halsey. Uncle Albert Admiral Halsey. Deep, Deep Feeling from McCartney 3 versus Goodnight Tonight. Goodnight Tonight. Even though I love Deep, Deep Feeling. Wonderful Christmas Time versus The Backseat of My Car. You know which one I'm going to choose. The Backseat of My Car. Probably my favorite Paul McCartney solo song. Give Ireland Back to the Irish versus Maybe I'm Amazed. Maybe I'm Amazed. Little Lamb Dragonfly versus Every Night Little Lamb Dragonfly. Coming Up versus Letting Go. They're pretty even. But I'm going to go with Letting Go. Hell on Wheels versus... I'm going to burp. That's not a song title. Hell on Wheels versus this one. Hell on Wheels. Big Barn Bed versus Junior's Farm. Junior's Farm. Sea Moon versus Little Willow. Little Willow. Junk versus London Town. London Town. Call Me Back Again versus Venus and Mars Rock Show. Yeah, Venus and Mars Rock Show. My Love versus Rockstra, however you say that, Rockestra theme. My Love. Arrow Through Me versus My Brave Face. Both great songs. My Brave Face. Silly Love Songs versus Jenny Wren. Ooh. Still got to go with Silly Love Songs. And the last one is an easy one. Dear Boy versus Mary Had a Little Lamb. Again. Going with Dear Boy. So that's it. Let me know the ones you either agree with or disagree with, or, some of the ones maybe I that were pretty even. Let me know which of those two you would choose. This is fun to do. I hope I get enough comments to continue the series. I think I have another one I'm doing. And I might post it on my other channel. It's 100 classic rock songs. So, 100 in total. And then you just pair them up and decide which of the two I like or love the most. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.